trying this one more time. Bear with me, guys. Because what I'm trying to do, they couldn't have made this more difficult to make stuff for. There we are. Now what I need to do is share the link. Copy video link. There we go. Now what I'm hoping is if I come here to community tabs, I should be able to make a post. And like I said, you guys are going to watch the playback on this and think, what the heck is this fool doing? All channel members, post. Now, hopefully, because I just posted that, and now let me go to Discord to make sure everybody can see that. So give me 1 second. Like I said, they made this really difficult. They should make it a lot easier, and unfortunately they did not. I need to share video, copy URL, and hey, I see a couple guys made it. I'm going to post this in Discord too. Give me 1 second. I've been kind of silently babbling to myself. I'm trying to find the Discord. Oh, somebody else was talking. There they are. Give me 1 second, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me get my glasses on so I can see what the heck you guys are saying. Anyway, there's no place like home. Hey, buddy, Kevin, Michael, Joe, our Claxton, Brick Sergeant, our Claxton, 12 months. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Unfortunately, I forgot to go get batteries for my wireless microphone today. So, yes, the package. Oh, crap, I forgot about that. Give me 1 second. I think that's by the door. This, I forgot all about that, guys, because I had set it aside. This was a package, a gift that Michael and our Claxton sent me. And Brick Sergeant said he can hear me. Okay, good. Like I said, because I'm using my, I'm using my old microphone, so I wasn't 100% sure. But anyway, let me get this open, or do I have a knife? We've got 13 people here. And I know this is kind of weird, guys, and I apologize. And while I'm trying to open this, let me kind of explain to you why I'm doing a lot of the things that I'm doing. One of the things that I've learned recently was, and I don't understand why, and the reason I say that is because people like Brixie have been streaming forever and a day, and they don't seem to have, hope there wasn't a letter in that. They don't have any problems with it, but what I had actually discovered, like I said, just to kind of quickly give you an idea of what's going on and why I'm making stuff private and stuff, it's my statistics, because I've been trying to figure out why people like Immosaurus, AFOL TV, and there's all these other channels that, yes, because you sent me a really nice gift too, Joe. But and it's good to see you, John Evans. Hello, buddy. But what I found is, because most people, even though I'll get up to like 100 people watching my stream at a time, most people only come in and watch the stream for a few minutes, and the stream would be anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. So essentially what was happening with my live streams is they were causing my view times, my click-through rates, and all that to plummet because most people only watched live streams for a couple minutes. So retention ratings, when your retention ratings are low, it damages your clickability rates, I guess is a good way to put it. And hey Eric, how you doing, buddy? But P.S. This is not Paul Rotten proof. I'm trying to open a gift and kind of explain some of the stuff I got going on. And hello Ariana and Anastasia, I hope you are doing well. And that's awesome that you got your daughters there with you, Eric. But what I was going to say is, because so many people don't really watch the live stream, or at least the length of the live stream, it was killing my retention ratings, it was killing my click-through ratings, it was killing everything. And that, oh guys, you don't have to hit the like button or anything. This is a private live stream just for you guys, my members. So because I'm keeping this private, I guess is the point I'm trying to get at, it doesn't affect my stats. But when I was doing public live streams, it was absolutely killing all my stats. And we have one package here, says Hope you like the parts in the box, especially what's wrapped up in the bubble wrap. In paper, even Paul Rott doesn't know about it. It's your member, Art Claxton. I'm going to open that up in a second. Let's see what else we have in here. But that is why I'm keeping everything private for now, and I'm going to do this for a while because I'm trying to test my theory. Thank you, Michael. To make sure or to see if I'm right as far as my statistics, because I've gotten a lot of my statistics to go way up except for the retention values. And I'm hoping that by me doing what I'm doing is going to change a lot of things with the channel. Because one of the things I've always had, and I know a lot of you guys would agree with this too, and hey Brett, how you doing, buddy? Is everybody always wonders why it is I don't get any views on my videos and all that good stuff. And I feel like this was something that was put together, but I'm trying to be careful. Is this in a bag? Yes, it's in a bag. This is from, for those that don't know, this is from Art Claxton and Michael Fuji. How cool is that? I like it. It's a sign that says, welcome to the funny farm. Let me set that to the side. I'm going to have to make sure I post that in a couple of my future videos. And whatever this was is kind of damaged, buddy. I am trying to, I'm assuming this was supposed to be a stand for the funny farm. It kind of crumbled in there though. Like I said, I'm assuming that's what this was supposed to be. Let's see if I can finagle it around. Am I right on that? And good evening, Kip. How are you? I missed you at Brick Fair, Virginia. I saw some of your members. Okay, Art Claxton said it was supposed to be on the stand. And the way that I'm looking at it, I said I am trying to refigure this out. But I had saw some of the people from your group, Kip, and they told me that I guess you weren't feeling well or whatever, so I totally understood. But like I said, I was really bummed that I didn't get to see you. And that goes there. I am trying to decipher exactly how this went. So this went there. We have two pieces I'm not really sure about. Let's see. I'm not sure how that was supposed to go, buddy. Or was that supposed to be... No, because that wouldn't hold it. I will have to have you guys send me some pictures if you have pictures of how you had this originally put together, because I don't understand how this held it up. I would have used a clip. So, like I said, if you could send me pictures, so that way I could actually use it the way you intended, I would be happy to do that. 'Cause I want to make sure I put it together the way you wanted it to. I'm guessing this went like this somehow, but I don't understand how it quite, unless it was just something like that, or I don't understand quite how you did it. Anyway, though, I'm going to set that aside because I want to open up this box of stuff now. Michael says Rob has a picture. Okay. So, yeah, you guys will have to send me a picture. And I don't want to cut into anything. Bear with me, guys. I'm blind as a bat. Oh, that's something else. Well, I'm going to get to a few other things. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that would be helpful, Rob. And is Paul Rock coming on? That's who just texted me. Oh, dude. These are a cool part. This is that little bracket piece in purple. And you know what? Let me turn my lights on because I just realized it's actually quite dim here. Give me 1 second, guys. There, hopefully that makes it look a little better. Like I said, why ain't he in? He says he's coming, but he's not in yet. And gold. Oh, dude, those are gold chains. That's freaking awesome. And these are the little flower pieces, just to show you guys. To me, they're good for making furniture and some other things. These are all some parts that Rob sent me. R. Claxton, for guys that don't know him as Rob. You can never have enough carrot pieces with the chute. Some more of the brackets, but these are in the, I'm trying to remember the name of the color, dark tan, I think. Oh, and the new windows. Me and Mike actually got a whole bunch of those while we were at, where was it we went when we were in Brick Fair, Virginia, Mike? It was in the mall. I can't remember the name of the place. But in the money, oh, the jumpers, green jumpers. Actually, I can use those for what I'm working on right now. And you can never have enough flower pieces. Anyway, though, trying to get to everything, I'm sorry. Thank you, I appreciate that, both Michael and Rob. It's freaking awesome gifts, dude. Very, very kind to you. I can't say thank you enough. Into Madness, how are you? Hello, hello. He says, how's everyone doing tonight? Bevins, how are you, bud? I am doing great, buddy. Thank you so much for asking. I am a little confused because I keep seeing new people say stuff and say hello and all that kind of things. And on my end anyway, the viewer number is always staying the same. I don't understand that. And my chair is slowly sinking down to the ground. And I didn't even turn my lights on. I just realized that. There's Paul Rott. Master Chief tried to change his name so we wouldn't call him Paul Rott anymore. Okay, there, now my viewer rating numbers just went up. It's up to 15 now. But anyway, now that we have more people here, I just finished opening up a gift from Rob and Mike. And like I said, just real quickly, I'll touch on it again one more time, just so everybody kind of understands, because I was actually surprised how many people, I got a lot of really rude comments by me saying that I was going to keep my live streams private. And again, here is the quick quick and simple reason why I'm keeping the live streams private. It was killing my retention numbers, it was killing my click-through rates, it was killing all my stats. I mean, just horribly, horribly killing it. And I always had people commenting on my videos saying they don't understand why I'm not getting more views. And in the long run, what I think I figured out is that the live streams is what actually was killing my channel. And what I'm hoping is it's probably going to take 2 to 3 months for things to kick in. And again, thank you, Rob. I do appreciate that. John Evans says he's watching from his TV and his phone. Like I said, the views on here, guys, it really doesn't matter. I appreciate it. I really do. But because this is private for members only, and what I'm looking at doing, if you guys don't mind, because again, this is a private members only live stream, so I want to make sure you don't care, because that is what this is intended for, is after I do the live stream with you guys, what I was going to do is post the link for people to, if they want to watch it anyway, because this will not be monetized or anything in any way, shape, or form. But I was going to post the link in my community tabs, because as long as I keep the video either private or unlisted, unlisted is what is allowing people to be able to see it, even though I am live streaming. As long as I keep it unlisted, it doesn't, at least the way that I understood it, it doesn't affect my stats. And that's my key, is trying to prevent my stats from being damaged any more than they are. Oh, Mike says that was all Rob. Okay, the way I took it is it was you and Rob both did it. Or I guess it was just you were in the know of it, I guess I should say. But what I've been doing today, and again, to me this is my favorite part about that. Don't get me wrong, I love those parts, Rob. That was awesome. But this is definitely my favorite part of your whole gift package. That to me is freaking awesome. The funny farm, I love that. What I've been working on, though, I'm sure you saw in the video that I posted, I think it was day before yesterday, was like a city update. And I showed the runway, because I actually got the runway built to the full length now. And now I'm trying to get everything lit up. I got 2 panels to go. I got to this panel and I started having some problems. So I'm trying to figure out exactly why I'm having problems. Okay, that lighter's a good one. Let's say my lighter died on me. So I had to go to the house and get another lighter, because that's what I use to melt the heat shrink and to melt the wire and all that good stuff. Oh, Mike says he hasn't mailed my gift out yet. So so you are doing a gift too. Okay. That's why I said I was a little confused. Lego Resupply, because I thought Rob said that you and him both did this together. But just to kind of give you guys an idea, what I was doing is with the runway, I originally was only, and that camera really does not look good to me. Is it not close enough, or? Let's see if we can get it a little closer. It just doesn't seem like it's quite focused as good as it should be. I don't know why. I haven't used my stuff in so long, though. It's probably part of the reason why. And I am going to have a giveaway on this too. I just wanted to get a few other things working. But after I got everything soldered together on this, because this is I'm at the point of the runway where when you're doing a runway, just to kind of quickly explain things to people, when you're doing a runway, as the runway goes on, you have different colored lights on the edge of the runway and in the center of the runway. The edge lights at 3,000 feet change to yellow. The center line lights at 2,000 feet left of the runway change to red and white. And then the last 1,000 feet, which is what this point is here, it goes to solid red. So I have this, and then I have one more plate after that. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get this all working. But when I initially soldered all this up, these 2 yellow lights were not lit up. So I was trying to clean these up a little bit. And then I'm going to solder on a new resistor. And I'm hoping it's going to make it bright. Oh, but that was something else I was going to say, or I started to talk about, is you would not believe how many people actually were giving me really bad comments and giving me a hard time over the fact that I was going to keep my live streams private. I actually blocked a couple people from my channel with some of the remarks that they made. And it's like, if you can't understand why I'm trying to do things and change things, I'm sorry about your luck, but it doesn't give you the right to talk rude to me either. And there was quite a few extremely rude comments, and I thought, okay, bye. So I'm done tolerating rudeness from people. I tolerated it for a long time and used to always just be kind of look the other way with it, but people have been so disrespectful anymore, it seems. That's why I started blocking people, and I think I blocked like 6 people after all the comments that I had from me asking questions about statistics and saying that I was going to do my live streams private. Give me 1 second, guys, and I will come back to looking. I am blind as a bat, so I have to have everything up close when I'm doing that. Cobwebs on the lenses, that's what it feels like. It's more like something in the eye. My barn's always a disaster, Paul. Art Claxton says, hey Daryl, was there another bag in that white box? I thought there was another one in there. In the white box, where did I put it? Say in the white box I had this, and that's empty. And then these were all the items I pulled out of the white box. And then this was the bubble wrap. There's nothing in the bubble wrap. That was the paper. There's nothing else in the paper. Nothing wrote on that. No, that's all I see, Rob. And then I got your letter over there. Because I had this letter that I read before I started. Because you said it wasn't Paul Rod approved. But that's all I see, Rob. Yeah, like I said, you really would not believe some of the stuff people said to me, John. I was short of being called just blatant curse words. The comments were pretty. I was like, wow. It's like, you know what? I'm over this. And people wonder why, you know, I pulled back so much on so many things. Master Chief, am I doing Brick World Detroit? No. I decided I'm just not even going to bother with it. Everywhere, the Neapolitan is still everywhere, Michael. But no, with I did learn that Brick World, Beyond the Brick is supposed to be coming to Brick World this year. They've I guess only ever been there once in the past. It's typical. Mike says the post office took their cut. And Rob says, okay, he forgot to put the bag in there. Let's say, because that was the only stuff I saw, and I just double checked it twice. Because I got the stand and then the Funny Farm sign. And I got all the garbage for the package back in the bag. So no, I don't think I saw anything else. But yes, I agree with you, John. Like I said, I've just got to the point where I'm tired of trying to be kind to people that, in my opinion, really don't deserve it because they're not being kind to me, I guess would be the best way to explain it. And why people think it's okay to be that way, I really don't know. It's like, the best way I can explain it is it's like a lot of people think that just because I have a YouTube channel and I'm making videos, that I'm supposed to do every little thing they say or they want or whatever. And it's like, you know, this is not my job. And even if it was, I'm not going to tolerate that crap anymore. So, but I think that people think because you're on YouTube, you're there and you can, you know, you're there for them to abuse, I guess. And no, I definitely learned that as well, that you can't please everyone. And it's called, you know what, you don't like it, leave. I don't know what else to say anymore. I'm sorry, I have a hard time talking when I'm focusing. 1 second, guys. I think a lot, you know what's funny is I want to say a lot of that is probably kids. Okay, that will light up, I just got to solder it on. So I don't know why they dimmed out on me. So let me, give me 1 second. Much better. And I know it looks horrible right now. You guys probably, why is that camera not, it's like not focusing. It's staying blurry and I don't know why. And by the way, hello Brick Sergeant. He said if they don't like what you did, then just leave. That, and you're exactly right. It would have just been too easy to do. And hey, how you doing, Kevin? And that is one of the benefits, in my opinion, I think, about the live streams being just for the members, besides the fact that, like I said, I think it's going to help my statistics, is I really don't have to worry about going and blocking comments, the spammers, and all that silly nonsense that I got all the time, because that used to really get annoying too. Which the last few times, and that's good to hear, I'm glad to hear that, Kevin. He says he's doing well. Paul Bott was saying, I really don't have to read, you know, I keep thinking that I'm doing a normal live stream. You guys can all read his comment, because it's just you guys. And I do think a lot of it is jealousy, Paul. It's my personal take on it. That's why I try not to take things personal. But I do think for some people it is personal. I got that there, I got that there. So what I need to do, I gotta solder this. Let me get my solder gun so I can solder that and I can get this buttoned up. No, that's why I'm honestly thinking anytime I do live streams anymore, it's just going to be a members only thing, because it's like, you know what, why deal with the nonsense? And that was part of the reason, Kevin. See, like he was saying, I can only take so much negativity. That was part of the reason why I originally took the break, when I took my break back early in the summer. It wasn't just, I needed a mental break. And I say that because I was just, like you said, you can only take so much negativity. And it's like every day it was the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I, you know, something. Everybody was always, every single day, correcting something that I was doing. And it was just like, you know, Jesus, you know, give me a break. I'm a human. This is not my job. This is a hobby, and I'm trying to be nice and share my hobby. And it was just like, dang, people. You know what I mean? One of the people, actually, he might have even made comments on my Facebook. I need to check that, but one of the people though did make kind of, so you probably do know who I'm talking about, Art Claxton. And the thing that cracked me up is the person that I'm referring to, or one of the people that I'm referring to, they've been with my channel for like 5 or 6 years. So, and I, you know, I try to talk to everybody when I can. And it was like, the way that he got real, in my opinion, rude with me. I said he was one of the many. The other people, it was like, I don't even know you, bye. But the way this particular person got rude with me, it was like, what the heck, dude? Oh, you're fine, Brick Sergeant. And Brick Sergeant, don't worry about your spelling. I'll be the first to admit to anybody, it's like I've always said, my spelling, my everything is deplorable at best. I am not a good speller either, buddy. So please, don't let that stop you from posting stuff in Discord, because I am horrible. I mean, horrible. The only reason my spelling is decent is because usually when I'm making comments, uh, whether it be from my computer or my phone, I have auto check on, so that way it auto corrects my spelling. Because if I didn't do that, let me tell you what, most people would probably not be able to read a lot of what I type. So don't not post stuff if you're worried about your spelling, because nobody in our group is going to try and correct you on that one, my friend. I have so many wires on this now, I can't get, let's see, can I get, it's soldered together, so I can't even do that now. You know what, I am just going to say heck with it. Those, it is not soldered. Give me one more second. I thought I soldered this stuff. Apparently I did not. Let me cut this down. Because I forgot to put my heat shrink on it, I am just going to tuck it in and call it a day. I put the heat shrink on this piece so I can block out my ground. Like I said, as far as enunciation and pronouncing and spelling, you will never see a correction from me, my friend. I am the last person that's going to correct people from spelling. Because I can't spell for a dang. And let's get that pulled back that way. And get that tucked under there. This goes here. Let me get this plate. And I apologize if the camera or any of that is sounding horrible. It shouldn't. There we go. That'll work. There we go. That should be bright enough now. That's another thing that sucks, is I don't have all that music I used to have because I ended all my subscriptions. Michael says he was born a grammar Nazi. But you don't sweat the small things. And Yellowstone is beautiful. You are absolutely correct. I would love to go there someday. All the pictures I've ever seen of Yellowstone, it's just wow. And why does that camera keep going out of focus? I wonder if it's because of the lights and stuff itself, it's kind of messing it up. But what I have going is, as it's going through the airport, just to kind of explain what I got going here, I'm keeping these two positions always open. And then what I do is I plug them together once I get the plates together, and then I put the tiles over the plates. But this is section number 9, I think, of my runways. I have one more section I've got to do. I don't know, because I was, you know what, Paul, I was actually trying to figure out and contemplate, think of exactly how big I want to go with the hangers. My main focus right now is I want to get everything 100% lit as far as the runway and all that. Because I've had this for so long, and I only had the first, I think it was 3 plates of these that were actually illuminated. And I've got all but what I'm redoing is I'm actually redoing the original plates, because the original plates all just had white LEDs in them. And to me, with it just being the white LEDs, the red didn't quite pop, and just like the yellow didn't pop as well to me as it should. And that's why I'm redoing them all, because I'm actually putting yellow LED lights there, red LED lights here, white LED lights. The taxiway edge is going to be blue LED lights, because I want all the colors to pop. You know what I mean? I really want it to stand out. And John says it's a 28-hour drive for you to go to Yellowstone. I would say that it's probably the same for me, buddy. Breck Sargent says I need to post a few pictures of my Rimac passenger train observation cart. Yes, because you had a very nice, what Brick Sargent's talking about. I know you had posted something before on him anyway. The yellow passenger train, he made a super huge long, he's got the long passenger cars, he's got a very long train as a whole. Didn't you buy a couple passenger train sets and put that together, Brick Sargent? Thank you, Michael. He says your builds are so awesome. To me, a lot of what I do, like even these, is kind of basic, but to me it's the lighting that's what makes it come around and stand out and look so cool. If it wasn't for the lighting, I don't think a lot of what I do would really be that big of a deal, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me take this over to the table. Let me bring the last section back over here with me, and then I'm going to start trying to figure out how I want to do that one. So give me 1 second, guys, and then I got something else I want to do for you. And this is the last section of runway. It's also got the most LEDs out of any of it. This is the last piece I got to do, and then the whole runway now will be illuminated. 5 of them, okay. Did you get those back when I was talking about the, because I got those trains, I got them, God, I'm trying to remember. Those trains I think were regularly $159, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he said he got 3 of the passenger cars themselves from eBay. Oh, okay. But when I bought those, because I only bought 2 of mine to have that for my city. And when I bought those, I bought them, and I want to say I got them for like $89 a piece. It was one of those clearance sales on Amazon. Which, speaking of clearance sales, and I know Mike can speak of this, Michael Fuji can speak of this. It's right now, Walmart's, depending on where you're at, they should be clearancing a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of different places that are clearancing stuff right now. Even Amazon, Target, you name it. I think you're going to see a lot of the clearance prices, though, when it comes to Lego, kind of hang back and hold out, because I haven't been buying a lot of sets. I'm buying a lot of parts is what I've been buying lately. Part of the reason I'm not buying sets though, because with all of Lego's price hikes and all that they've been doing, I really personally think you're going to see a huge, and I mean, this is my personal opinion, huge discounts come the beginning of the year. I think you're going to be able to get a lot of them, a lot of different sets, very, very cheap after the first of the year. And it's because any and every store clerk I've ever talked to that is willing to talk to me about store sales and things like that, they're all reporting that the sales are just getting absolutely horrendous as far as, and there you go, it's like Mike just said, 70 to 80% off. And Brick Sargent said he got them in 2019 and 2020. I want to say that was when one of the sales was, because it was a hot sale on Amazon when I got mine. Like I said, I got 2 of them. But what I was going to say though, for anybody that's wanting to, if you can't find like the deals like what Michael's showing at Walmart's, give it till the first of the year, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how deeply discounted you're going to start seeing a lot of Lego sets. Keep in mind, this is my own thoughts, my own anticipation, my own thought process as to what could be happening, but I really think you're going to see a big, big, big decrease in prices on a lot of different things. And just to explain what I originally had here, guys, how I was originally doing this, and this is part of the reason why I'm changing it up. If you remember, I made a video showing you how you can do all of the lighting without having to solder it. All I did is I took the wire, I put it, because I have bare copper wire running through, and then I just took plates and put it over the copper wire with the wire for my LEDs. And now that I've gone to Brick Fair, Virginia, I'm looking at possibly taking this particular build and putting it on display at Brick Fair, Virginia, possibly next year. And I wanted to make sure that it would be, because I don't know how well this would travel and still stay connected inside the plates. So that's part of why I'm doing what I'm doing, is I'm trying to get it to where it'll be more structurally sound, and I really am getting annoyed with that camera not staying focused. It'll be more structurally sound, it'll be just better all the way around for transporting it and all that kind of good stuff. Absolutely, John. To me, I'm not interested in sets anymore. And to be perfectly honest, I hate to say it, but a lot of the sets that they even have anymore, I'm just not impressed with anyway. And then the prices that they're marking them up, it's just crap, you know what I mean? Hey, MJ, how you doing, buddy? I'm hoping to have a video out on this like on Monday, maybe, possibly. And Scott, how are you, buddy? My Lego peeps. You know, real quickly, hold on, guys, since I got all my members here. Looking for a goodie. Remember, I had told you guys that Brick Loot had sent me some freebies. And what I was going to start doing, now that we got the private live streams and all that, is sometime during the middle of the stream or toward the end of the stream, I wanted to start doing at least one giveaway every time I do a live stream. So, who has the Infinity Gauntlet? Does anybody have the Infinity Gauntlet set? Well, that Lighthouse set is very impressive, I agree, but man is it pricey. And I agree, MJ, mocks are much better. Like I said, I'm going to start doing one giveaway every live stream, and I am trying to decide how I can do this. I'm going to write down a number. That's how I'm going to do it, because I want it to be fair because this doesn't cost anything or anything. I am going to write a number down on a piece of paper, and the person, I'll just do it this way. Into Madness says he wishes he had the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm going to walk off camera and write a number on a piece of paper. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Between 1 and 50, each person gets one guess. The person that's the closest to my number, I'm going to even do it this way. I'm going to make it a little different, because I know some people said they don't have. I'm going to let you guys pick. It can be the Infinity Gauntlet. It can be one of the 4-in-1 lights with the LED plug. Or the Batmobile lighting kit. So, whoever wins or gets the closest number to my number, and again, between 1 and 50, that's the person that's going to win, and you get to pick from those 3 products which one that you want to have. So right now, Into Madness is 47. John Evans is 34. I don't care if you're in Canada or not, you are still welcome to participate, Kevin. Michael is, let's see, Mike Fuji. 23. No Place Like Homes. Is 18. Sargent is 5. Scott's Blocks. Oh, he didn't say a number. He just said, oh wow, Kevin. Oh, I just realized what you said. The Lighthouse is $379 in Canada. Holy crap, man, that is insane. That's a huge markup. Okay, Kevin is 54. Scott's Blocks I already got, didn't I? Scott's Blocks was 22. Art Claxton is 3. Rob. Eric S. is 24. Mike Fuji. No, you can't do twice. You already said 23, Mike. MJ says 19. Well, you want to change it? I didn't see your first one anyway, so I'm going to put you down, MJ. I don't even see your first number. 18. Oh, it was 18 and then you did 19. Okay, so MJ, I'm going to put you down as 19. Final answer. Melissa Teleska is 50. And I think I'm just going to double check. Scott's Blocks 22, Into Madness 47, John Evans 34, Mike Fuji 23, No Place Like Homes 18, Brick Sargent 5, Kevin 50, Kevin Wasley 54, Rob Claxton, or R. Claxton is what I should say. 3, Eric S. 24, MJ 19, and Melissa is 50 is the last number I saw. And Melissa's the last. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm going with. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 people watching. And here it is, guys. The number I picked is 38. So that means 38, closest person to 38. John Evans, you got 34. So John Evans wins. John Evans, pick which one of the 3 that you would like me to mail to you, and that'll be this live stream's free gift for my members. And like I said, every time I do a live stream for my members from here on out, I'm going to be doing this during the live stream. So if you guys get a chance, don't forget to sign in, and I will make sure I get you a gift. John, you can either get a hold of me in Discord, my email, Instagram, however you want to do it. But John Evans is the winner because he is only 4 away. Because again, the winning number was 38, and he picked 34. So he, to me, is the closest, unless one of you guys disagree. Oh, Kip was... Oh, I didn't write his number down. I'm sorry. Still, though, John wins. Still won. I did miss Kip's number, though. You're right. He did do 27, so I didn't say that number. But again, because John is only 4 away, John is the winner. So again, John, just get a hold of me, or I'll get a hold of you. And that's okay. Kip can still be late. It's not a big deal. Like I said, it's too late, though, as far as being close to the number anyway. But that's okay, because I know there's a delay, so I should have waited a few more minutes. But still, John did win. So out of these 3 products, again, it is the Classic Batman, the Infinity Gauntlet, or the 4-in-1 Light Pack. Which one do you want to have shipped to you, my friend? The Gauntlet, the Batman, or the 4-in-1? And I think these 2 are actually pretty expensive lighting sets, if I'm not mistaken. And you are more than welcome. I thank you for being such a long-time viewer, my friend. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I'm only going to do this in member streams. To me, you guys are the ones that should be rewarded. You're the ones that have supported my channel, hung out, stuck with me, and you're still here. So this is my way of trying to say thank you guys and make it a little more interesting too when I do the live streams. But remember these 3 items. It's the 4-in-1, the Gauntlet, or the Batmobile, and it's the it's the classic Batmobile, and it looks like it would be for the large one. Nope, that's the small one. I'm trying to show you on camera. So it's the classic Batmobile set, the Infinity Gauntlet set, or the 4-in-1 light set. Like I said, you choose, and I will mail one of them to you, John. And somebody said good choice, Batman. Okay, Batman is yours. If you don't want because I may make this available, the stream available to other people to view after the fact, even though we're having a bunch of problems with the camera, and I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't want you to put your address in here, and I know I have it somewhere, but I'll get a hold of you either on Discord or something, buddy. I'm going to put this in a baggie, so that way I know that was the one you picked. Does that work? Yes. That Batmobile is a very cool set. Now originally I was going to do, because all this stuff was stuff that Brick Loot sent me, freebies and whatnot, and they did it so that way because number one, I promote them obviously, but that was the biggest reason for it, was so I could promote them. And what I was originally going to do was during live streams, every time I got to like $20 in donations, I was going to give it away. But now that I'm not doing live streams, I thought, you know what, I'd rather give it to you guys. Into Madness says, being that he enjoys hanging out with us, sharing thoughts on Lego, creative tools, how can it get any better? I mean, aside from maybe you visiting my stream one day, and when I open a YouTube channel, I would definitely, because I try to, when I can anyway, because I know I've been on macros several times. I have, like Scott's Blocks. I don't know if I've been on one of his streams, but I've definitely tried to check out his videos and comment. I do try to, when I can, try to check stuff out for people. But Michael says better than the 70s, 80s screen. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps losing focus. And I'm gonna go set this over on my shipping table. Because that camera is doing great, but this one, and what's funny, is this is my brand new camera, versus my newest camera anyway. That's why I don't know why it's doing that. It's almost like it has trying to make sure there's nothing on the screen. There is a coating on it still. Hold on. See if that makes a difference. That didn't help. But I wonder if it's a setting issue. Let me see if I can do something. Because that actually really bothers me that camera is doing it. It's that camera. Nope, that's the wrong camera. I want build camera. Let me look at my settings. Configure custom. I wonder if that's why. Well, that seemed to help. Let me resize it a little bit. There, what I think it actually was my settings were messed up. There, does that look any better? At least it looks better on my end, let me put it that way. Okay, Kevin says definitely clear. MJ says, by George, we think we got it. John Evans says crystal clear. Okay, good. Like I said, I didn't understand. It's like, why does it keep going out of focus? Yeah, on my end anyway, much better. What it was is, unfortunately, right before I went live, it forced me to do a system update for OBS anyway, or Streamlabs, and so obviously I had to let it do the update. And I think that's what it was, is because I have different icons available now that I'm going to have to figure out what the heck they're for. But I think the update kind of messed up some of my parameters, and that's why I should have thought of that sooner. I apologize, guys, because I know you kind of suffered through a blurry screen most of the time. But at least we figured it out, so now the next time we do one, we can actually get it focused and get it working good and all that good stuff. I wish I had a portable camera. Mike, I decided I am not going to go to Detroit. Thought I said that earlier, and I apologize if I didn't. But part of the reason I don't want to go is for what I was wanting to take, I don't have everything, because I don't want to they want to have a minimum of 16 foot by 3 foot of display space. or a combination of 6 foot by 8 foot, or all this different stuff. They want me to have, at least this is what they told me in my email, they want me to bring a large display. And it's like, it's just me. I don't have that kind of time to try and do all that. I could be there for the weekend, but I would need like 2 or 3 days of going back and forth to take stuff. And then I would have to go back and forth to bring it home. And I decided it's a bad year, and maybe the Lions do suck. I'm not going to argue that. Maybe next year I might try it, but my opinion, because I don't know how much or how familiar any of you guys are with the Brick World Detroit anyway, it's not a very big show, it's not a very big event. I want to say they actually display the convention center. I think is a 40,000 square foot convention center, but they only use like 20,000 square feet of the convention center for display space. And typically, because I've gone to it a couple times in the past, and it's really a very small show to say the least. It looks like I got the rod out of the camera. So that's one of my reasons. It's so small. In the lack of time and the amount of the site, and that's what cracks me up. For such a small show, then wanting me to bring such a large display, it's like, why? And yes, I would rather focus my time and energy and save some money up and go to Detroit or Chicago next year, as opposed to personally wasting my time on a show that. Because if you actually go on YouTube and do a search for the Detroit Brick World, you're going to be hard pressed to find any videos on it at all. Most of it is, it's like local news and stuff like that. There's really nobody there putting anything on. And I can tell you this from I went twice over the years, and the times that I have gone, it's almost the exact same displays in there every year because it's the Mishlug. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but to me, for it to be something interesting, there should be new displays every single year and not the exact same displays every single year. Just kind of my 2 cents and feelings on it anyway. Into Madness has got to thank business-minded Bevins. I support you, a great builder and a good dude. And then you come and check out my channel and plug mine so I can get paid too. Business, brother. Michael says, because they know you got the Lego barn. And that probably is part of the reason why they invited me, is they looked, because like I said, they ended up seeing my YouTube channel and saw some of my city displays, and that's when all of a sudden they were interested in having me out there. Because to me, I thought it was kind of weird that it's an invite-only show. It just seems odd to me anyway. Because if you want it to be a good show and a nice show and a big show, you should just let anybody come. Like, because I mean, Brick Fair, Virginia, it's anybody that wants to display is allowed to display, and if they get filled, they tell people they're full, they can't take anymore. But I've never heard of them actually blocking people from coming. The same thing with Chicago. It's pretty much an open door policy. If you want to bring a display or do something, you're allowed, is the way that it was explained to me anyway. I'm sorry. Yes, I was still very honored to get the invite. You are absolutely right, my friend. Michael says Claxton's bothering him to go to Atlanta. What sucks is way overrated. I missed a comment somewhere and I'm not seeing it. Scott's Black says, after you were interviewed by Beyond the Brick, you really got people's attention. I have noticed a slight increase in subscribing numbers, but something I have noticed, like I was talking about earlier in the stream, as far as that's why I cut the live streams from being public, something I've noticed is, number one, by not posting every single day. Oh, talking about, yes, the Lions do suck, if that's what you guys talked about. And I don't care for the Lego show either. The TV show is what I was talking about. Beyond the Brick was I think the exposure that really helped me, Kevin, absolutely. And then being interviewed and featured on their channel. I was gonna say, what I've noticed though is my subscriber numbers, people that subscribe to my channel, not members, but just subscribers. I've noticed that that has been slowly ticking up a little bit. But something else I've noticed with me not posting videos as often, and I noticed this like a month ago, is that anytime I post a video, the views on that video are way better than what it used to be when I would post a video every single day. So one thing that I've learned from both taking my break and then also getting the publicity from Beyond the Brick. Yeah, I saw that Alex had his on there. Beyond the Brick was actually wanting to come to my house at some point in the future as well. I have to get it clean before I would allow that though. Then I got to get the old lady or my wife to approve it as well, because I know that she's not real big on people coming to the house. So that's one of those things I'll have to play by ear. But they did question because Charm Jason, when I was in Brick Fair, Virginia, mentioned to Beyond the Brick that I have an 1,800 square foot pole barn that I use for my Lego shop. And so before we actually did the little interview thing that they posted on their channel, we were kind of talking and discussing, and they were saying that they would be interested in possibly coming by at some point in the future to see it, because they're not that far away from me anyway. They're just in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken, is where they're located. So it would just be a couple-hour drive for them. So that's something they might do at some point in the future. I want to get more of my city actually kind of together, get some stuff picked up, moved around, reorganized, and then like I said, I got to make sure that the wife would approve that as well before I could ever have them do it. I am part of the Charm City Lug, yes. And that's, I agree with you, Michael. I watched the very first season and I made videos on it, and I didn't care for it. I didn't like it. I wasn't that interested in it, and I've never gone back again. They go, BrickCon is going to be in Atlanta. When is that going to be? And then MJ was saying, I think one of the best thing with videos is what Robin Hood Bricks did. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday drops at the same time, and that probably is the best way to go. But like I was saying though, it's with me only posting every couple days, and that's something I noticed to throw out another channel, AFOL TV. I don't know how much you guys have noticed that his channel's really been just jumping lately. I mean, exploding. He doesn't have a specific post time, but he posts maybe twice a month. So he'll post a video, wait a couple weeks, and post another video. And because I've talked to him on a couple different occasions, but what he was telling me is he found, because originally he was trying to do at least once a week right when he first started, and then he found by posting less, he actually gets more views, more publicity, and more shows, more, everything. So, and like I said, I'm noticing it with my channel, but my problem with my channel was I had to get rid of the live streams, and I actually, AFOL TV, Jack from Big Plains, because me and him had a little bit of a discussion while I was at Virginia, and believe it or not, even M&R Bricks, I had talked to a little bit, and they were all saying when you first start out like that, when you don't already have a large audience and you're doing the live streams, it's killing your statistics. And they all suggested to me that, in their opinion, they feel that that's because they don't understand why my channel don't get more views. And in all their opinions, it was quite simply they felt that is the reason I'm not getting the views that I should be getting, is because I was live streaming. And that's why I basically I don't want to live stream anymore, and if I do, it's just going to be for you guys. That'll be the only time I'll live stream, is just private streams for you guys. I'm not going to ever do a public stream again. It's just really, 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 really not worth it. I need the black bag. Oh, bring you up to help. Yeah, I could definitely probably use a good hand cleaning everything up. Like I said, my big thing though is the missus. She doesn't want anybody here. That's why it's like, even with Beyond the Brick, I don't know if, to be perfectly honest, I don't even know if they'll be here. I think it would be neat to be featured on there, but I don't know if they'll be here. BFE Michigan, yeah, pretty much. Not gonna lie, it's definitely BFE Michigan. Yes, and the trolls are quite annoying, to say the least, in the public streams. And it cracks me up as to why people even want to bother people in live streams like that, but it's like some people just get their jollies by annoying people, you know what I mean? And that is not, come out right there, we go. I am just throwing all those lights in a pile because they're all so messed up. And I also need to do some changes to this as well. But I am, like I said, I am gutting everything because these are all white LEDs and I want colored LEDs now. And the Madness was saying he recently picked up the new Sanctum Sanctorum, his first build starting out on a Mills Plate setup, as all will be from here on. My goodness, though, that new Sanctum Sanctorum. It is a cool looking build, and here was kind of my thought with that Sanctum Sanctorum, though, is I already have the one that I designed, and what I was looking at originally doing, I don't even know how many of you guys or remember my Sanctum Sanctorum. I built it quite a few years ago. I was wanting to put another floor on mine, and mine really pretty much looks like what Lego just came out with. They have the sharp corner on the front, though. You know what, let me grab it real quick. And this is what I mean by a lot of people I don't think are even that familiar with a lot of my builds, because this was a build I did back when I first started YouTube. So this is a very old build. I did this 4 or 5 years ago, trying to get it back a little bit. My only complaint with the one that I did was that I really wanted to add another brown floor, or not brown, but I think that's nougat that I used. But that was the only thing I wanted to change. What I do love about the set, though, that they came out with is that this is on an actual corner where it's sloped. But my thing is and there was a few different, I needed to change those pillars out. There was a few things I needed to change out. I built this with 2 of the original Sanctum Sanctorum sets and did a lot of really basic stuff in it. I kept the playability feature in it. I got the monster inside of it and all that good stuff. But I don't know. I like some of the color changes they did. I like the corner they did on the new set. I don't know if I want to buy another one, because it's like, man, sets are getting so expensive now and they're releasing so many different sets. It's just holy crap. There's No Place Like Home says he got the soccer stadium. That was the $140 off right now on the Yes. What I ended up buying is I bought 2 of the Fab 5 sets. And the reason I bought those is because it was a really good deal in the aspect of the masonry bricks. So to me, that was a really good set as well. But I do like the new Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm kind of on the fence, I guess. But Mills is the way to go. You are absolutely right. Into Madness, that ignore my previous 2. Gonna rewrite. Recently bought the new Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum module. Fun to build, sure, and love it. But it's killing my OCD. Need to buy a second one to mirror build it so it's complete on the left side. Really though, if you look at the comic books, because even mine's not complete on the left side, unless you're talking about the thing that bothers me with the set that I can, off the top of my head, this is fine, and then I think on the set, doesn't it stop here? It doesn't actually go all the way back like this, and I think they put the door up in here somewhere. To me, it should have been a full square. It shouldn't have been, hey, Mike, how the heck are you, buddy? I'm sorry, you missed the, because I had a little giveaway. But I'm glad to see ya. How you doing, Mike? But to me, that was my biggest complaint with that particular set, is that they cut this too short back. I do like the angle they did on the corner, but I designed mine, and from looking at the original comic books, and this is how it's supposed to be, at least from what I remember on the comic books that I had. But the difference is I needed to have one more floor. I didn't have enough parts when I built this particular build, though, at the time. But I don't remember, it's not supposed to come over anymore. So really, it's the set, looking at it from the front, is exactly how it should look, really. I'm glad you were able to catch it. I say I've already been on here for an hour and 15. I get you. I mean, to me, mocking is definitely the way to go. And there was no place like Holmes. He did the same thing like me. He said he bought the Fab 5 set for the masonry bricks. I bought 3 of those. What was it, just a couple weeks ago I posted that those sets were on sale, and I bought 3 of them with the sale price, and it was like, wow, you know, I have to get it because the masonry pieces are just way too good. And yes, all like Michael was saying, the live streams are just members only, so you guys will have to pay attention to, I'm trying to get this back out of the way, have to pay attention, because I don't know, I thought there was a much easier way to live stream where I could just select it as members only, but the only way that I see that I could physically live stream was to take it, go live, take the link, go to community tabs, post the link in community tabs for all members, and then that was how I was able to show it. I don't understand why I can't just do it, just hit the live button and go live, but it unfortunately doesn't work that way. MJ says he's going to go tan instead of red. Oh, for the train station. Oh, there you go. That's a really good idea. Make the back platform 9 3/4. I like that. That would look really cool. I actually saw somebody, John says he got 2 of those for the exact same reason, the masonry bricks. But MJ, I was going to say, I actually saw somebody bought the instructions, and I think it was on Facebook. But they had built my train station, and they built it out of yellow. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with how freaking good that looked. It looked really nice in yellow. And keep in mind, they built it the way that I originally designed mine and used the old Spider-Man windows and the whole 9 yards. But it really, I was surprised. And when I say yellow, I mean it just the good old Lego yellow. But they built that train station out of yellow, and it was just freaking awesome. I was blown away at how good that looked. Let me set this back to the side again real quick, guys. What's funny to me is it's and it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, but it's funny for me to see, and let me scoot that back up, to see so many, or so few, I should say, people in a live stream, because anytime I would always live stream in the past, mind you, they were public, it was a lot more people, but I have to say it's a lot more enjoyable not trying to respond to 50 people at a time, because sometimes that used to really bug me, because people would try and overtalk each other and all that good stuff. Michael says black and yellow. I don't know if it was, actually I guess it was black and yellow. And thank you, he says, my train station's next level. And I wonder why you're so far behind, Into Madness. And I am stripping all these old lights out, is what I'm doing. Because I want all red LEDs. So I have to redo everything that I did. And I believe that was twos. Which set was the 4554? I'm trying to think. No, I do agree with you, Kevin. Less is definitely more. I know there's probably still a pretty good delay for you guys, and I don't have it set up for a delay, but I know there probably is. But, and again, to me, the live stream should be for my members instead of, you know, just everybody out there, because unfortunately not everybody appreciates or is as respectful as they should be, unfortunately. So this is a much easier way to kind of kick back, relax, hang out, talk, chat, and not feel like you have to yell at people, you know what I mean? It's way more lax. And I need to check because I altered the other end. Well, this is all got to come out. This has to come out. Oh, it is a full square building. And it is, okay, so it isn't built all the way back like I thought, but it is a square building. See, it's been so long since I've actually looked it up, because when I built mine, I went through all the old comic books, and I was trying to get as many reference photos as I possibly could. And I also just tried to use the set, because if you remember, that particular set came with, trying to remember, it was just a facade, it was the dollhouse style, that's what it was. And I personally have never been a big fan of the dollhouse style sets, that's just my personal opinion. And I tried to enclose it, and I think I bought like 2 or 3 of the sets, and I made a video about it, so I'd have to look at the video to tell you honestly what I did. But it was a couple sets in total. Why? Oh, I see what I got going on here. That. And that. There we go. And you'll have to excuse me because I am just destroying all this. Robin Hood Bricks has a yellow train station? Was it a custom one or is it? See, I never really watched him, to be perfectly honest. That is everything. I have looked at his channel a few times, and I want to say he's probably he might be ahead of me now. I don't know. Really? Your Walmart had the Creator 3-in-1 castle set for $80? That's a good deal. No problem at all, Into Madness. We will see you next time, buddy, and take care, and hope you enjoy the show. Enjoy the kids. Enjoy the family, man. That's all that matters. Okay, it is a custom mock, too. Talking about Robin Hood Bricks. Into Madness, the Super Pets movie in theaters. I don't think I've seen that one or heard of that one. Keep in mind though, my kids are now, my youngest is going on 17. Yeah, my youngest is 16, so they don't really care as much about the cartoons like they used to. Back when my kids were little, I used to know anytime a cartoon was coming out because they were constantly screaming it at me. Oh, Mall would be a fun build. And yes, that is a deal and a half. You are absolutely right, Kevin. I can see where that would be weird in the madness, saying Michael when your name is Michael. I can definitely see that. And where are my red LEDs? So now, the other end of the runway I did green. This end of the runway I am doing red. And give me just, you know what, let me look at the other end because I want to make sure I got the spacing correct. And yes, I have the spacing. So that'll be the white line. Nope, I gotta come over one. So those are all one, two. Okay. Now the spacing is correct. So that's where they go. But I keep checking out my Walmarts by me and stuff, and I cannot find any deals at all. I know everybody keeps telling me about all these amazing deals, and it's like, man, I have not seen any by me. And did I pull? No, I didn't. I started to. Well, to me, as far as the expense or cost of sets anymore, Disney Princesses and Friends are the way to go. Like I said, specifically on cost, because anymore, like your city sets and whatnot, to me they are just way overpriced. Beyond overpriced in my opinion. But you know, to some people maybe they're not so much. But I think if you're going to pay full price for sets, which typically if you hold out, that was something I always loved about the Friends and Princesses sets. If you wait a little while on them, typically they go on sale and you can get them for bargain basement prices anyway. They're already pretty reasonably cheap, and then they go on sale and they're even cheaper. So that was, to me, one of my favorite things. And you always had such an awesome variety of color and parts with the Princesses and Friends sets. Kevin says he needs to sort them all over his bulk parts. I'm with you, man. I have a bin that I've had for 3 years now, and I still have yet to sort it. That is probably my least favorite thing, is sorting parts. Some people love it. To me, I'm not a big fan of it. MJ was saying he was disappointed in the Mario line. A few years ago, he mentioned how cool it would be to have Mario minifigures. Then they don't give us any. And I agree with you. I don't know. I don't. They were trying to go with, I guess, making them like playable action figures or something. But it would have been way cooler if they made them minifigs. I totally agree with you, buddy. I personally have not bought anything that was, I didn't buy the Nintendo, I don't plan on buying the Atari, I haven't bought any of the Mario sets. I'm personally not impressed with them. They're interesting, but there's really nothing you can do with the parts in my opinion. I mean, Some of it you might be able to do something with, but it's just not worth buying the sets, in my personal opinion. MJ says he lucked out because his wife loves to sort Lego. You did luck out then, man. You got the freaking golden key there. Minecraft, yes. No Place Like Homes. Minecraft is definitely a good part source. I totally agree, buddy. Because it's one of those sets that a lot of people overlook. But it's really what's awesome about those is they are great for building up on just standard bricks and plates. They have a ton of them. And then you can even get the basic minifigs and little skeletons and whatever, and you can use them for other stuff in your city. But I definitely agree that is a good way to bulk up on parts is the Minecraft sets. They are very good for part buying. And yes, the little pieces is probably the worst thing about sorting. Totally agree, buddy. Oh no, that's nice. Michael says his grandmother, or I'm sorry, his mother-in-law loves sorting Lego also. Yeah, because gray parts, man, gray parts are, ouch. Something I've been doing lately though, when it comes to gray parts specifically, if I want to buy some, I buy them directly from Lego because I find that they are the cheapest. Because if you try to buy gray parts on Bricklink or Brick Owl, they just freaking rob you blind on the cost. I would rather order it directly from Lego, wait a few weeks for them to finally send the parts, as opposed to pay the premium that most of these sellers want for the gray parts. But the Minecraft sets are a really good way of stocking up on those because they do have tons of gray. Lots of grays and lots of greens is typically what I always found with the Minecraft sets. And like I said, lots of black and lots of plates. That's why I like them. I don't buy them that much, though, I'll be perfectly honest. I really don't, but they are good parts. Oh, the center lights are red. Trying to figure out if I got all my red parts together or what. For the center line lights. And I know this is probably boring, it's not Lego. It's lighting, which is not what everybody wants to see. Need to update this though because I want to put some bricks in here. Just give me 1 second to pop some of that apart. Just 1x3s, 1x2s. I would imagine that the manufacturing plant's going to be a while before they actually get it up, but you're right, it will be awesome once they get it here. What did we think was Walmart? I don't remember. I don't see. Rob says, Michael, you need to buy your mother-in-law a nice steak dinner. She gets cray-cray when she drinks wine. That can never be a good thing. Kevin says, I see Lego in the picture and I am enjoying it. That's cool. That's all that matters, as long as you're enjoying it. No Place Like Home says, just kind of listening to listening while ballasting some train track. You know what? That makes me think, because I meant to post, and I someone called me, or I forgot what it was, or maybe I did post it on yours. There's no place like Homes, because you got, correct me if I'm wrong, you got the Trix Bricks uh, ballasting pieces for the train track curves. How do you like those? Because the tracks that I got recently, and I know I even did a video about it, because a lot of you guys commented on it, but the tracks that I got, to me, how it holds together, clutching. The clutching on it was just absolutely horrendous, and I thought that it was just, I was wondering, is it just me, or is it just the ones that I ordered, or, but I've heard other people say that the quality as far as the clutching power was horrible too. It's a nice looking product, it's just the clutching of the product was absolutely garbage. And I was just wondering, how is it that you felt with the pieces that you show, at least I thought it was your page I saw it on, where it's like a wedge type plate that fits perfectly in between the curved train track. I mean, does it fit really well? Does it look good? How is that? Because I almost think that would be a better solution than to what even I did for my particular train track, or even what they make, which is that real loose, sloppy stuff. Our class. Yeah, but Rob, once you know, and it's like I always tell everybody: once you go to Mills, you never go back. And I know it's addictive, but you'll never have. And again, one of the biggest reasons why I always preach Mills, as you are watching me do it, I do a lot of lighting. And to me, having a Mills plate, it's the easiest way to be able to illuminate your Lego builds is by having a Mills plate, because you can run all the wire, hide it, stuff it. It doesn't matter how much wire you have. You're able to just kind of throw it underneath the plate, and that's why, me personally, I love Mills plates. But like I said, it's not for everybody. And I have always told people that part of the reason I was doing it was because I tended on taking stuff to shows. I wanted something strong that I could transport, but I'm also using it to hide the lighting. So for the typical builder, though, I don't know. Oh, you did respond. I did comment. Okay, I haven't checked on it yet. You said you're loving it. The clutching is hit or miss. The ballasted plates themselves are very snug. It looks so much better than brick building it. And I do agree with you, it does look better. So I have to say, I really did like what you showed. Just like I liked that piece that I bought, but it's just, man, the clutching on it, it was just like, what the heck? And that's how you do it, MJ. Matt's got it right. He says he bought the parts off of Bricklink for a penny to 2 pennies a piece for his mills. And I get people all the time that say they don't get how I build a Mills plate so cheap, and that they're $30 or more, and it's like you're looking in the wrong places if you're seeing those kind of prices for your parts for your Mills plates. Because like I always tell everybody, your 2x2 bricks, buy them used, and you can get them all day long for a penny, 2 pennies, whatever a piece. And that's why anytime I go to somebody's site, I always look at what they have. And whatever they have for 2x2s, I buy them. New, used, whatever. If it's 3 cents or less, I buy whatever they have as far as 2x2s. And then as far as the 4x4s, you're looking at 7 to 9 cents a piece, depending on who you get them from. Typically, hey, Chad, Bricks with Chad, how you doing, buddy? Typically, I always get them from Bricks and Pieces, or I'm sorry, not Bricks and Pieces, Brick Cash. And then there's another person that I found that sells them pretty reasonably, which is Bulk Brick, Brick Bulk, Brick Cash, Brick Bulk, or Bulk Buys. God, I'll have to look at my Bricklink again, but there are a couple different, and I have not, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to go back to that again for a minute. Bricks with Chad, I have not seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well, my friend. He says he needs to find more room for his city, just so he can build more Mills plates. Really enjoy the process. And that's, to me, just having something that's made out of Lego that is so strong to be able to pick up, carry, move around, and do things, to me, it's just absolutely amazing. Mike was saying, do we need to send out a parts warning? No. No parts warning needed. We're all good. I'll be perfectly honest, because that's, hey, Papa's Bricks, how you doing, buddy? One of the things, I've been ordering a lot of parts here lately, and I don't post haul videos anymore. Again, it's along the same lines, 'cause I know a couple of you guys have YouTube channels yourselves. And I really wish that would stay in focus. It's acting goofy again. But it's along the same lines of why I'm keeping the live streams private, as far as why I'm not doing the haul videos anymore. And it's just quite simply, and I am glad to hear it, my friend. Bricks with Chad says, doing well, just been super busy. And I agree with you, MJ. The color does not matter. I got pinks, blues, yellows, you name it, 2x2s. I don't care what it is, I buy it. Yes, this is part of the airport. This is the last plate of the airport. I'm getting everything illuminated. Going up is a good option though too, Kevin, because all you have to do, it's like I've always told people in the past, is do shelving. If you do shelving, you can build your city as tall as you want. Bricks and minifig bulk bags for Mills parts. I'll have to check out Bricks and minifigs. I've never been to a Bricks and minifig stores. Relighting, yes. Well, the thing was though, I only ever had, because I finally extended the runway. The runway is now, I believe it's a total of 10 48 by 48 plates is what the total runway length is. It's 12 feet long now. But I only ever had the first 4 of these plates. This is the last one now. But the first 4 were the only ones that were ever illuminated. Now, once I finish this plate, the entire runway will be 100% lighted. And then the next thing I got to do is I got to use the blues for doing all the taxiway edge lights. And then something else I can show you guys, I don't know how familiar you are with airports, but I know I posted it in a video once. Here it is. But RGL lights, when you were coming up to the runway, you have an RGL light on either side of the taxiway. And it's a flashing yellow. They flash back and forth. And that's what this little device here is. I'm going to be able to power every single RGL along the runway with this little dude here. And just to show you, all it is a flashing relay, because you can also use these for railroad crossings, which I am going to do because I'm going to be building those into it. You could even use it like I'm showing you here for police cars, because it always keeps it on an even rotation. And you can, I think that's as fast as it'll go, but you can adjust how quickly it'll flash back and forth, but I do believe this is the fastest setting. And this is just plugging right into the USB again. So, this is the brick loot lighting, is what those are, but I will be plugging in my own lights to it if I ever do it. But that is, I think it's a $5 part on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, to have that. And that's one of the many things I'm going to be doing to the runway. Oh, okay. Like I said, I've never been to a Bricks and Minifig store, so I need to go to one. They just opened up one here in Michigan. And I really do need to check that out, but I have yet to do it myself. Anyway, let me grab the parts to fix that. Since I've got everything ripped apart, I thought I might as well try and do some quick repairs, because to me this is very weak, and it's very weak quite simply because when I originally built it, I didn't have it all attached the way that I have, or the way that I'm able to, I should say now. And now I'm going to be able to go through some of this and make it stronger. So we can put that there. And stronger is always better. Why? Oh, I dropped my, where'd it go? There it is. Let's say I'm missing something, and that's the piece that fell. There we go. Then I'll make that a little stronger when I go to put it back together now. Because I had nothing overlapping that particular section on both sides, so I want to, so now it won't fall apart so easy. Now I gotta do the same thing on this side also. There we go. We have a place called the Brick Bin in Calgary. It's probably like a Bricks and Pieces, I'm assuming, here in the States. So I've never heard of that either. But like I said, I've never even been to the one like they have here in the United States. Rose types of bins. Like Mike was saying, Brickmania next to the convention center in Virginia had it too. He bought a bulk 400-pound lot from a Goodwill online and had to go pick it up. Holy crap. The place, Brickmania, that's the war stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I did not like, because I went into his store next door, and I did not like his prices at all. It was like, what the heck, man? To me, I felt like he was way overpriced on those sets and stuff that he was selling. My 2 cents, anyway. But maybe, maybe I'm wrong. I felt he was a little overpriced. Because, like I said, is it Brickmania? Like I said, it's the war stuff, the war figures and all that. I mean, they were very cool looking sets, but it was just ouch on his price tags. But that was a very, very neat shop to walk through, I have to say. I was impressed. And I was surprised at how many people were actually even in that store. I didn't know they had a brick and mortar store of those types of places. You had to mail 4 medium flat rate boxes home. So that's where I was lucky because I drove there, so I was able to. And Bricks with Chad was saying Brickmania is expensive, but they are very unique. They are very unique. But it's like most things, if you were to stare at it long enough, you should be able to reverse engineer it. You are right, though, they are very unique and very cool looking sets. And a lot of the colors that they're using with the part variety that they have, because correct me if I'm wrong, Brickmania uses all official Lego parts. I don't believe they use any off-brand parts at all. But again, correct me if I'm wrong on that. But that was kind of my understanding of them. That was kind of their claim to fame, is that they are using official pieces. So with just that thought in mind, I do understand why they're expensive. Because if you're using all official parts are expensive to gather. And we all know that because we're all in the hobby. So it's definitely not cheap to accumulate them. And for him to be able to accumulate them in the quantities that he's doing, it's like, holy crap. Okay, yeah, it is all Lego. That's what I thought. So that is the one thing, like I said, I have to give him kudos for, because I thought I saw that when I walked, because I did walk through the store. I thought it was extremely cool. He's got a very it's a very nice store. It's all I can say. It's amazingly beautiful. Very, very nice setup. But because he's using all official Lego pieces, I do totally get the pricing on a lot of it. Because we all know Lego's expensive. You're not getting it cheap at all. We would like to, but we're not. Which is why anytime we find a deal, we snatch them right up. I got one more light I gotta fish through here. That's the one thing I will say to you guys. Don't get hooked on lighting like I am, because I'm going to tell you right now. Very time consuming. It's beautiful, It's very time consuming. Very, very time consuming. And if you don't like super tedious, because that is what this is super tedious, I really don't recommend doing it. Okay, so now those are all hooked together. So that's set. Those are all set. I didn't do, did I do the yellow? No, I didn't do the yellow. I need my yellows. Oh, he has 5 stores in total? Holy crap, I did not know that. I've never even heard of HHH Brick Depot either. There's no place like Homes. The company you work for is named after the nickname for the X1, so I had to have it. I don't blame you. Art Claxton was saying Daryl would be in hog heaven with a 400. Yes, that would be freaking 400 pounds would be awesome. Absolutely. Plastic gold, you got it. I wonder why. Are on your iPad Papa's Bricks, are you, well, it shouldn't matter as long as if you can see the link, you should be able to switch. So I don't know why it wouldn't switch like that. But MJ was saying he has 5 stores in total, and like I said, I was shocked because, like I said, that was the first time I had ever saw one of his stores. I didn't even know, this is yellow, okay. I didn't even know he had any actual brick and mortar stores. So that kind of took me off guard, but I have to say, if you've never been to one of his stores, they are very impressive to say the least. Very well laid out, very well designed, very well illuminated, clean. It's a nice shop, nice setup, to say the least. I did not know they had a Bricklink store either. And yes, that Asian City, yes. Michael was talking about, I think I made a video where I just kind of posted a quick clip of it anyway, but it was supposed to be like a Chinese or Asian or like a Ninjago type city, and it was freaking, it was awesome to say the least. Oh, so Brick Sergeant, you're not that far from the Atlanta Brick Company either. That's cool. So that's what kills me. Looks like you're saying, Kevin was saying, it's like a lot of these stores, they buy these bulk parts and stuff and such. And I'm wondering, where do they find this stuff to buy? Because I always tried and looked and tried to find, this has got to come apart because that is in the wrong spot. Ways to buy bulk Lego from people used, and man, I cannot ever find anything reasonably priced. It is always people looking for, and I get it, I mean, because I would want liquid gold money for my used Lego too if I ever wanted to sell it, but I always hear people buying, like what you were saying with the 400 pounds that he said he just bought, and it was probably a smoking deal for that. But I hear people find deals like that all the time, and it's always like, man, I wish I could find a deal like that. I have never in my life had a really good deal like that on Lego. It's very rare when I've just seen like random used parts and stuff like that on Lego. See, on the marketplace by me, if you're not physically sitting on marketplace all day, every day, watching for the deals to come up, you're not going to get them. In Goodwill online. Now that I didn't think of. Let's see, but the Goodwill stores by me, no deals. I can't even find Lego in them. Well, that's very cool. Brick Sergeant was saying that it's him and his youngest daughter go to the Atlantic Brick Company all the time for his birthday. Uh, Masonry Man says, I can never find anything on Facebook Market. And see, that's how it is by me too. And anytime I ever have found anything, I'll call about it or message about it, and it's it's already sold, or it's it's like you have to live on it and get an immediate notification for it or something and hit it like immediately. And I'm just not I'm not that fluent with it, I guess would be the best way to put it. Happy early birthday, Brick Sergeant. And Kevin was just saying, yeah, you have to be quick to get the deals. I can definitely account for that. Because like I said, it's rare that I see them, and anytime I have seen something that I thought was a deal, it's no deals. I'm not getting it. It's already sold out, gone, all that good stuff. And I needed to let's see, that's one. So it's gonna go right here. Trying to get my spacing down correctly for my in-ground pavement lights. That needs to be a hook piece. That can go there. I need another one here. And I hope I am doing all these correctly. I can't personally wait to actually have my complete runway 100% illuminated. I'm thinking at the rate that I'm going, once I do this, if I get the time tomorrow, I'm hoping it'll only take me a couple hours, and I should get all the taxiways done, and then I should have the runway done, and then I can make a video on it. I still have some signage to do though. So many wires. And happy birthday, early birthday to you, Michael. Oh, Rob was saying Goodwill auctions is what he's talking about. Yes. John Evans, it's rare that I find it in yard sales also, but that is the only time I've ever found it, and like you said, it's usually pretty filthy. The trick that I found with that is because I have a big wash tub next to my washer and dryer, I always just dumped it in there and just let it soak for a couple hours, and then I would take it out and spin it with like a lettuce spinner, and then dump it on the floor on a towel in front of or underneath the ceiling fans in the living room. And that usually cleaned it or dried it up pretty quickly. Is how I cleaned it, but it's never like clean. You know what I mean? You put a little dab of bleach in it and all that good stuff. Duplo is, yes, MJ, Duplo, anytime you find Duplo, and it's usually cheap, don't pass up on Duplo because it is an awesome filler. And even my Avengers Tower, that's what the inside of the base is nothing but Duplo, just for the sheer strength and for filler of it. Rick Sargent says next birthday he's going to be 57, so you're getting up there, old man. Well, that sounds like a good deal, Rob. hydrogen peroxide, and I never thought of that. I always just used just like Dawn dish soap and then a little dab of bleach is what I've always done. But you're absolutely right. No Place Like Home's Duplo, to me it's amazing. You can't pass it. Anytime you find it, a lot of people, they see Duplo and it's, oh God, no, they don't want nothing to do with it. But no, Duplo is the way to go. Uh, I knew you were 55. Yes, absolutely, John. The salad spinner is the way to go for getting the water off anyway. Anyway, though, guys, I am going to go ahead and end it here. Starting to get a little tired. I probably won't do another live stream for until, let me see, just so you guys know. Where's my calendar? There's the calendar. I'm shooting for the 17th, if I can, for the next live stream. And I will try and post ahead of time to let you guys know. Vinegar, there you go, MJ. And that's actually better. Yes, I can totally understand. I always think, I forget to use, or that you can use vinegar for cleaning, but you're right. Oh, there you go, Mike. Yes, hydrogen peroxide is what whitens it. Yes, you are absolutely correct. But anyway, though, I am going to go ahead and end it here. John, I will get a hold of you. I know. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, I will try and post something ahead of time to let you guys know the next time I'm going to do it. And to me, honestly, this seems like a better stream than any time I've ever done it because we haven't had any. I don't even notice that I've really had any glitches. At least nobody said anything. So, but anyway, we will be doing this again more often, and again, it will only be for you guys because I think that's a better way to go and keeps the riffraff away. But I am going to get some sleep, and I'm going to talk to you, John, in regards to getting you your gift and stuff. But as always, thank you for coming to Bevan's Bricks. Thank you guys so much for being supporters of my channel. And yes, Squirrel, you're right. Because I couldn't do what I do without you guys. But anyway, hopefully we will see you again soon. So take care, everybody, and see you next time on Bevan's Bricks.